Trace Radio. This is Trace Drive with DJ Mr. Fabz. And when you hear that in the background, man, you know most definitely my guest is in the building. Lojay.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm very, very good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Is it your first time in Kenya?
Yes, it is actually.
Yeah? Actually, do you know any Swahili word? Since it's your first time in Kenya.
I know Jambo.
Jambo.
Ah,
nice. And Karibu Sana is
Karibu.
You're most welcome. I know a bit of Nigerian, Yoruba.
Really?
Like, yeah, I know. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
I know this from way back.
Yeah.
Nyash.
Wow. Are you allowed to say that one here?
Yeah, I can say that on air. They don't know what that means though. But welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You said it's your first time in Kenya, Nairobi.
Yeah.
How's it been so far, man?
The city has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks beautiful.
Yeah. What have you liked? What haven't you liked? I can see you looking at your crew. It's like you guys had like a crazy night. So you're like, should I say how this went or should I not say how this went?
I mean, like I said, like the city has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like once I've been in the city, it's been great.
Right.
We didn't have the best experience at the airport though.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it was just wild.
Just let me know. Just tell me what happened.
Just wild.
I can speak to the authorities
like,
for
okay,
you. Man.
Obviously, like saying this, I'm not like it doesn't apply to like Kenyans.
Yes.
Just the individuals that we had to deal with at the airport.
Uh-huh.
But like it was just like
it was crazy. But you're here now. Yeah. When did you arrive?
In the morning.
This morning. Okay, Now let's get a bit into your music, man. So 2018, that's when you seriously got into this music thing.
Yeah.
But like, take us back a little.
Yeah.
Like, how did it all start? How did you realize you can sing, write, produce, and all of that?
Music has always been like I've always been around music. And like I was unconsciously like constantly singing, dancing, performing to myself.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like I was about 13 years old.
13 years old?
When I first like stepped into a studio.
Oh, wow.
Like to record a record.
Is this in Nigeria or?
Yeah. I was in high school at the time.
How did that go?
I feel like the moment that I walked in.
Yeah.
And I just took a breath to smell the place. I just knew like it felt like home. And like I remember after that it was like, okay, yeah, let's go back to studio. And then it became like an on and off thing for me for like a long period. And I go into uni at like 16.
You went to uni in the UK?
Yes, I did.
What did you study over there?
Marketing for my first degree and business and management for my master's degree.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I see you, bro. Okay, so 16, you've moved to the UK.
Yeah,
you studied. Yeah, okay, so you finished school.
Yeah, while I was in uni.
Yeah,
now became a thing of I had gone through like the first. I think I was already in my second year.
Right,
and my mind, I'm leaving soon, and I need to like be very sure what I'm doing when I get out of here. Like, are you going to be in the office doing 9 to 5, or are you going to actually pursue these dreams that you've had?
Okay.
Mind you, in uni, especially for the first periods of uni, I was just playing around with music. Like, I got like a system. I would produce one or two, like sing one or two, but it wasn't serious. It was like I was just trying to understand what exactly this is. And then, about 2016.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to record a song and drop it out. Like,
did you ever put out any of the songs you did while in campus? Did you ever publish them?
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
But it was just like SoundCloud.
Yeah. So because I've been looking and trying to find stuff from the past from Lojay, but now I know where to find it.
Yeah.
So so you've discovered you love music, and just again taking you back, what influenced your sound? Because every artist, as you start to make your music, there's a certain influence. There's where you draw motivation from. What was it for Lojay?
I mean, for me, it's just like my experiences. Like, I feel like I have quite an interesting life. Like I've always like found myself in interesting positions.
Which is crazy, because you look like such a chill dude. Yeah, like your life is just a simple, just simple life, no much hype.
I mean, interesting can be simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's simple.
Yeah.
And it's still interesting. And sometimes it's like wild, like it's super wild. But it's still interesting. I just always find myself like with interesting people, doing interesting things, and creating interesting memories, which then become songs. And most of the time, like my songs are just drawn from like my own personal like experiences. And stuff I go through. Or sometimes it could be like a wild story that someone like spoke to me about.
Right.
And then I probably say the story in my own perspective.
And you're very heavy on lyrics. You're very conscious about what you write and put in your music. And I've realized that when I listen to your music. Why is that so important to you, man? Because
that's what makes the music last long.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like that's what makes the music like last like, in the next 20 years if someone listens to the song.
Right.
It's what you're saying that's gonna like hit
the longevity.
At that point in time, that beat style is probably not even like popping anymore.
Right.
Those melodies, the beat probably even sounds weak. The mixing might not sound as good as it does right now.
Right.
But like as long as the lyrics still sound amazing. I mean, when you listen to like Michael Jackson songs, you're like you can tell okay the beat is old. You could do some updating. The mixing could do some updating. But the song on its own is what is important. So is like MJ one of those artists that inspire you to do the things the way you do them? Yeah, definitely. Like when I was young, he was the first ever artist I fell in love with and like was introduced to. Right. I remember my uncle got like this like cassette player, right, or CD player that had a couple of Michael Jackson songs. It wasn't an album, but it was like different songs with videos and stuff. And then it was like the first time I really got to like experience Michael Jackson. Like the beginning of the video was like Michael marching with like people like what was that song? And then was it the one with the like the zombies or something? No. Like he's just marching like dressed in normal Michael garb, right? Bulletproof X on rather and bullets making like an X on his black outfit, right? And he's just walking, and then you bring out this statue of Michael Jackson, huge statue, and then I'm like, wow, like this guy is that guy, crazy. Like he's really that guy, yeah. And then like you now start hearing the songs, and you're seeing him just like in the videos performing the songs, and it's just like wow. All right, that's like, dope. And Lojay, yeah, brav. Now we've just played "Love and Attention," which is a single off your EP. Love and Attention. Yeah. Interesting name. How did that come about? Which girl was making you like, yo, girl, man? Either you need my love and attention, or I need your love and attention. What happened? You want to hear the true story? Yeah, I want to hear the true story. Sure, you want to hear the true story? I'm ready, man. I told you I know Yoruba, I know Nyash. Now tell me the story. Okay, so before I worked on a song, I heard the beat. Yeah. So I was just playing random beats. Right. And I heard that one. I'm like, bro, save that one for me. Like, because I just felt it. Felt like it was from there. And I kept the beat aside. And I remember there was a girl I was talking to at the time. Yeah. And like it was quite complicated, sha. Yeah. But like things were just happening. And then we had like a quick conversation and more. Right. And more. And then shortly, like literally I left the room, went to the studio, and I said everything from "Oh My Darling" to the end of the first verse. Oh wow. And then in the second take, I just said, "Girl, I need your attention." Yeah. And my first thought was, I don't like it. Yeah. And then I think Fabz was hearing it, like right where he was, and then he came outside. He was like, "Bro, this sounds fire." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, then he was like really keen on it. Yeah. And I think that was the first time he even mentioned that, bro, I can also hear Wiz on this. Yeah. And I'm like, really? I mean, if it happens, it happens. But like, so how did all this link up? First of all, did Saz produce the entire EP? Yeah, he did actually. So how did that link up happen between Lojay, Saz, Wiz Kid? Like, how did that thing come together? So like the EP was probably like 70-80% done. Okay. They went to London. And I guess he was just like playing with like music randomly. Right. And then he played Love and Attention. Then Wiz was just like, wow, like and he asked to see me. Right. He wanted to. I remember he called you up at 2 a.m., texted you at 2 a.m. like, go. Not Wiz. Wiz didn't text me. Yeah. Saz texted me. Right. So I was in a studio at like 2-3 a.m. in the morning in London. And like I was literally just about to do a take. Yeah. And I get a text and it's Saz. He wouldn't text me by that time normally. Like because I mean he has to sleep. It's so like, okay, this time I'm very sure that like something's going on, probably in the studio.
Right.
And the first thing he asked me was, where are you? I'm like, okay, yeah, something's definitely going on. And then I'm like, oh, I'm at so place. He's like, oh, come to so place. Check the time, like Google Maps, like 15 minutes. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm 15 minutes away. I'm coming.
Okay.
And then I literally went there, got there. He came pick me from outside, went to the studio, heard this laugh. I'm like, shit, that's Wiz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then go into the studio, shook hands. He played the music. We spoke just on how he liked the song, how he heard the song, everything. And then he just played like different beats.
Right.
And I just kept recording like all night. Like I would just
that's so dope.
Like literally he would just he would sit back, I'll do my thing, come in, he'll do his thing.
Right.
Sit back, do my thing.
So the EP comes out, right? And did you have a favorite song at the moment because sometimes artists do have a favorite song in the EP. Did you have a favorite song in the EP?
I wouldn't say I did. Right. I still don't have like a favorite song.
Can I choose for you? Or
that would be your favorite song.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
So Love and Attention was what I listened to first. Yeah. And then I remember I was at the gym. Yeah. I was walking to the gym. So I see a song called Monalisa. And I'm like, okay, what's this? I play Monalisa, and bro, I'm not kidding you. I'm not gassing you up because you're in this studio. I played that song 5 times back to back. So when you were done with Monalisa, did you know that I have a hit? No. No? I put the song aside. For real? I swear. Like I finished Monalisa and just put it aside. So were you surprised when it became like big as it is right now? I wasn't surprised because I put it aside. We had submitted the entire EP without Monalisa. Right. Yeah. So there was another song called "Wish You Love Me" that was meant to be there. Right. So we have submitted. We had already started having conversations with different people based on the 5 songs without Monalisa. Oh wow. So let's say a month before drop. Right. We had someone over, someone that had been coming into the house during the process of recording the music and all of that. Right. So he just came over and we played the whole thing for him. He was like, oh wow, this sounds amazing. All right. But then there was one song I heard earlier when I came, something Monalisa. Yeah. And then we're like, Monalisa. And then went back, played it. And it was one of those moments where it was you let something sit for a while. Okay. And then you come back to it and you're like, whoa, this is really nice. And then we're just we probably listened to, I promise you, probably listened to it back to back, maybe 16, 20 times. I can imagine because the Amapiano was really big. Yeah. And it was the trend. And coming out with a hit when there's a huge trend isn't as easy as people tend to imagine it will be. Yeah. And that's why that song means so much. And I've been meaning to ask, what is Majo Monalisa? What does that mean? So basically, I'm saying keep dancing Monalisa. Ah, right. So it's just the whole song is just me gassing a girl up. Oh, nice. It's okay. And I feel that's why a lot of people connect to the song so much. Yeah. Because guys can sing the song to girls and girls can sing the song to themselves, or it's something that everybody can participate in. Right. It's just one of those songs that every piece of the song, every part of the song just comes together perfectly. Yeah. So there's been this trend where Monalisa is a big song out of Africa. Peru was a big song, still is a big song out of Africa. And there've been subsequent collabos to keep that to keep that song, staying top of the charts. And I feel Monalisa is still top of the charts. Yeah. So are we gonna see, because we've seen, Omalay working with Justin Bieber on a project. We've seen, we have 50 Peru remixes. Yeah. Are we going to see a Monalisa remix? Yes. Yeah? Yes. Okay, featuring who? I'm not going to tell you. Come on, man. I'm not going to tell you. Probably no one is going to ask you this question in your entire media tour. I'm not going to tell you. I guarantee you. Okay. You can tell me off air at least. I promise. I'm not going to tell you off air. All right. Cool. I'm hanging. I have to be honest. The O2 Stadium. Yeah. When you performed. And I was watching the video and how the crowd went wild. How was that moment for you, Brad?
You know the truth?
Yeah.
I was so in the moment that it's almost like I didn't take time to like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
So it was just like, for me, it was like, okay, get on stage and like, just give them an amazing performance. And I remember getting on stage, like, I didn't even have like, I couldn't even hear myself properly from my earpiece. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Think about this. You can't hear yourself when you're in front of 20,000 people. Yeah. So what are you gonna do? But literally, as I was walking up, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let them sing the song. Right. So next thing is like 1, 2, 3,
and then And what did that moment do for you? I mean, you've done the performance, you've seen all these 20,000 people singing to your song. You've gone backstage, slept on it. Did you get any inspiration from that moment?
Definitely. I feel like it's one of those moments that just changes your perspective. Right. Like it's like, oh yeah. There was a point in my life where like going to the O2 was like, okay, yeah. I just want to do the O2 once. And like let it just be, even if like they don't scream like that, let me just be there.
Yeah, just be there.
But now it became a thing of wait. Like I can be doing this O2 like every year. Like it could be like a norm. Like okay, O2 Madison Square Garden. You can go to National Stadium in Japan, 80,000 capacity, and sell it out. And you're not even just singing to Nigerians, or Africans. You're singing to Asians. You're singing to Europeans. You're singing to like Americans. Like it just made me understand that like there's so much that can be done. Like there's nothing that exists now that we can see now that is too far off
for you to achieve
for nothing.
All right.
Especially because like the whole O2 happened within like was 6-7 months?
Yeah, in the game, which is huge. Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, that means that like where I thought was going to be like maybe like 5 years down. Yeah. Something that's happening.
And this is crazy because a lot of people tend to imagine, because there's a lot of artists out of Nigeria, that making it as an artist in Nigeria is easy. But that's not the truth, right? It wasn't easy for you as well. What are one or two challenges you really faced trying to, break into the market?
For one, it's just like finding that unique sound that like the borders between like familiar and new.
Right.
It's like you don't want to be too far left. It's okay, but like I also didn't want to do what was already out there. So it was like, how could I bring myself and like put myself into this current state of Afrobeats and find a way to develop it. Yeah. That at the point was very, very it was very straining for me. There was a period where it was just like, wow, you just get frustrated. Right. Because like you're recording, you're doing stuff, and you're just trying to find that balance and trying to like master your sound kind of. Because like it doesn't, I feel like the whole idea of like mastering your sound is it doesn't come from just like, oh yeah, I can sing. Right. It's like you have to like keep working on it to the point where like you like it's almost part and parcel of you. Dope. So like for you to get to that point, that jump to that point where it now became part and parcel of me, that was a very tough period. Like that was a period of like constantly working. Like a period that I'm just in the studio like 18 hours, like back. And sometimes it's like I'm not even recording like hit songs. Yeah. Like there was a period where like I just wanted to record. Right. Like I just want to be in the studio at least 12 to 18 hours in a day. Recording. And no matter what comes out, it could be rubbish, it could be good. I wasn't particular about that. I was just particular on like keep mastering the sound. Right.
And I mean, it's paying off. And talking about just the hustle paying off. One of the shows you're performing at is gonna be Trace Made in Africa. Yes. From organized by Trace in Portugal. That's 24th to 26th of June. What are you looking forward to from that show, man?
To be honest, it's the experience, it's the crowd, it's being able to perform with like a new set of people. Right. I've never been to Portugal before in my life. I want to see what that is like. I want to see what the crowd is going to be like there. And just like give them a performance that they would actually remember. Right. And like go home and talk about.
Dope. So we're in 2022 now. who is Lojay working with in 2022?
Hey, I mean, right now, currently in the state,
Yeah.
I mean, apart from like a few artists, I've mostly just been working with myself.
Okay.
Like, just building more music.
Are you gonna work with anyone when you're in the 254? Are you in Kenya? Do you plan on just hitting the studio?
Yeah, I'm hoping to link up with Salty Soul while I'm here.
Definitely, most definitely, that's a good look.
I'm a very huge fan
of Sauti Soul.
A very huge fan.
Big up Sauti Soul, man.
Yeah.
So when can we expect your next project? I mean, we love the EP. It's still banging, but we want to hear more of you.
Yeah.
When can we expect your next single or album or EP?
Definitely this summer we're going to be in a little Lojay as well.
Right.
Like definitely.
Okay.
So it's like this summer is going to be a little Lojay. End of the year, up until the end of the year, we're going to be hearing a lot of Lojay.
Okay, man. You heard it from the man itself. It's a big year for him. Thank you so much for coming to the studio. You're in Nairobi. I know you're looking forward to that safari.
Yes.
You're going to see some animals.
I want to. I can't lie to you. I want to. I don't think we even had that kind of vibe in West Africa.
Right. There are no animals in West Africa?
I mean, there are animals, but like that safari vibe where it's like, okay, you get into a truck and you're just moving and you've seen animals and it's like...
most definitely. Yeah, man.
And I'm a big buff. Like, I love nature, anything nature.
Do you have a favorite animal?
Maybe dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Dope. And actually, today on the show, we call it Woman Crush Wednesday.
Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yeah. So in the first hour, we just play music by, female artists.
Okay.
I would want to know, would you have any female artist crush from back then? I know now you're a big man, crushes are not your thing. But like from back then, do you have like a female crush artist or just some of your favorite female artists right now?
I mean, the first person I remember having a crush on was not even an artist.
Who was she?
It was Kiki Palmer. I know, right? Like, I saw her in what was the movie? Was it Jumping or something?
You fell in love with that.
Yeah.
Do you still have a crush on her now?
No, not really.
Okay, man. So thank you so much, man. Anytime you're in Kenya, you're most welcome to Trace.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, enjoy your stay in the 254. We're about to wrap it up and get back into the mix. This is your all-time hit station, Trace Radio. Stick around.